going on, everybody? Rajay in the house. Time to do another live beer spotlight. And tonight I'm going to be actually checking out one from Goose Island. It is going to be their Bourbon County 2020 brand Caramella Ale. So that may not come in as much because of the lighting on it, but hopefully you can make that out there. This is actually their wheat wine they did last year as well. And I'll have a bigger image there on the thumbnail. 14.6% ABV. This was actually done in Larceny bourbon barrels, 100% aged in barrels. And if you're not familiar with the wheat wine is basically a strong ale that includes a portion of wheat in its grain bill. Roughly 40 to 60% is the wheat, and then everything else is the barley malt. So haven't had a wheat wine in a good amount of time, so looking forward to seeing how this one actually tastes. Shout out Gilbert, thanks for joining, my friend. And we'll go ahead and get this baby cracked open, but before I do, give you some information on the background of this one here. Bourbon County Caramella Ale 2020. Caramella, or candy in Italian, is a wheat wine aged in Larceny wheated bourbon barrels with apple, cinnamon, and natural caramel flavor added after aging. Just like last year, the sweet smoothness from the Larceny wheated bourbon barrel adds a lingering warmth that complements the added flavor nuance. This nostalgia-inducing flavors are reminiscent of a caramel apple. Our lab tech, Joey Titi, created this variant as a tribute to his love of seasonal flavors. This luscious embodiment of caramel, perfectly paired with slightly tart apple flavor, will transport you to a crisp autumn day. So that's their write-up on this one here. IBU on this one, 60, just like the ones I did last weekend. Color, deep amber, hops, millennium, malts, 2-row, and white wheat. Your 16.9 ounce bottle. For those of you just getting in, here again is a look at the Bourbon County Caramella. And once again, this has an ABV of 14.6. Shout out to Blake in the house. Shout out to Gilbert and anybody else that's out there. If you're watching, put some comments in the comment section so I know you're there. That's a big wheat wine. Yeah, usually your wheat wines are about 10 to 12%. Goose Island, they go a little bit bigger at the 14.6. But that's all right. It is the weekend. And hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. And get that into the glass there. Take a look at it. Definitely have a brownish color tint on here. Tan head just under a finger. Can't really see too much into the beer itself. Nice aroma. You're getting a nice amount of sweetness coming out from the malts and the wheat. You do get the booziness, so you are picking up some of the alcohol on the nose. Has a little bit of a toffee feel to it. And of course, you're getting a little bit of that caramel type note in there as well. Actually, a big amount of the caramel note with the toffee. Kind of smells like a candied apple when you take it out of the wrapper or whatever, taste-wise. Big sweetness. Candied apple appeal for sure. Has that sense of fall. I'm not big into the pumpkin beers at this time of year, but that kind of seasonal type feel pops into my head. Nice feel of the caramel. Has a nice little bit of a kind of a tanginess there in the flavor. Really hits the mouth nicely. It's definitely got more of a full body on here. You're feeling it really lay on the tongue. And of course, if you're familiar with strong ales, you know how big strong ales can get. And this one is right there following suit. A little bit of a butterscotch type feel in there as well. But I would say they hit the nose on the candied apple appeal of the beer. You definitely have that in play. You have a stickiness in there as well, a little bit of a syrupy type feel in the texture. Kind of leaves some nice notes behind, like on the lips. For a 14.6, it's not harsh. It goes down pretty smooth. Shout out to Jason in the house. What up, homie, as well. And Gilbert's on a long weekend. Very nice. Woo, Blake, 100 degrees there right now. That is hot, my friend. it's a it's a different type of appeal to this one. I'm not hating on it. It's not what I would usually go after with the Bourbon County Stout, but me doing this here in July, I think had I waited again to around fall or October or so, into September, I might enjoy it a little bit more as the weather broke on it, kind of getting into that appeal of that season. But overall, it's a decent enough beer. So I don't know how many of you guys have had the Caramella from Bourbon County, of course, part of Goose Island, but it's a nice job. It's something different. They were going for the feel that you're getting out of this one. You're definitely picking up all the nice flavors and everything along the lines. And I'm actually turning away right now because I'm actually watching the Reds game. And Joey Votto just hit another home run. So I think that 7 games straight he's had a home run. Dude is sick right now. So good for him. He deserves it. But I would say if you like kind of a little bit of a sourness to a type of beer, you can try this one. It's definitely, like I said, a bigger type beer. You got to be able to like sweetness. You got to be able to enjoy that as well. But definitely something different here. Let me see here. And 0 forest fire smoke today. Total plus, Gilbert said. Yeah, some of these places that have had forest fire have been kind of crazy. And now we got flooding in some places too here in the states that we saw. So tornadoes also popping up. It's a crazy amount of things happening during this season thus far. But don't worry, we're all going back inside with masks again. So, mm. And like many strong ale, you also do get kind of a dark fruit appeal. So overall, it's a decent enough beer. I would definitely say second or third from the bottom for me from them, but not hating on it. I'll put this up on my Untapped. For me on Untapped, I'm going to give this one here like a 3.5. But I do like experimenting and checking out the Bourbon County ales. And again, it's it's the fun of beer drinking. Doesn't really a 3 for me is a good level. 4 would be excellent, or very good rather. 5 would be excellent. So it's not terrible at all. It's just doesn't move me as much as the others, so to speak. And for my palate, for what I'm looking for, not one I would probably try again, but it's nice to experience it. Gilbert says, Toronto Joey is smoking hot, son. I was under a tornado warning yesterday morning, Jason said. Yeah, Pennsylvania had the tornadoes, and then I think New Jersey got something in a couple parts too. We had flooding here over in Kentucky as well. So this whole season is just getting kind of crazy. But that being said, this is my look at the Bourbon County brand Caramella Ale. And a little bit sour, a little bit sweet, but it definitely gets you where you want to go. If you get a chance, you can check it out. This was the 2020 edition. Not sure if you can still find it out there, although I know people do trade these. And then we'll see if they bring it out again this coming Black Friday. Thanks for you guys for definitely jumping in, and I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Blake's going to be live here in a few minutes over on Blake TV with the Friday Night Throwdown. You guys want to kick back and laugh and enjoy yourself, I would say definitely check him out over there as well. I may tune in for a little bit before I go live on the gaming channel, which I'll be doing as well. That being said, I'll look forward to catching up with you guys soon. I didn't know Vada was from Toronto. I did not know that, Gilbert. Biden doesn't like being told he's wrong. No, he does not like being told he's wrong. He becomes a grumpy old man when that actually happens, it seems. And yeah, he says some stuff that wasn't correct, and it's like he hates being corrected. But you know what? You're wrong on it. So yeah. But I'll catch up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.